Hey guys, Figurecraft here, and today we're going to be going over a new item. I just received a package in the mail. It's a late birthday present, but I saw it on eBay, and I purchased it, and when I purchased it, I had no idea that I was purchasing from the Square Enix store, because it was on eBay. But the packing slip is right here, Square Enix store. That's the packing slip. And then the item that we have in, I paid about $240 for this, when it's usually $300-400 something on their website. But we got Cloud Strife and the Hardy Daytona Final Fantasy VII Remake First Class Edition. Now this is just the Cloud and the bike. This isn't the game with it. But that's the box. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the box. Let me adjust you here. That way you can see, just like we did last time. Now that I got the box open, let me set it back over here. This is a really huge box. And then pull you up here. Just hang on there a minute. Okay. And now we're going to open her up. And there she is. Get these little styrofoam things out of the way. Now that we got the styrofoam parts out of the way, there's the box. And let me just set you down here and I'll work on getting it out of the box. Oh gosh, it's heavy. Okay, let me just move this big brown box. And then we'll put the big black box here. Then I'll grab the camera again. So here's the box. Cloud Strife and Hardy Daytona. It's just a solid black box. And now flip it around to the back so you can see. Ouch. Oh. Okay, the back of the box. There's your little logos and stuff. There's the seal right there. There's the sticker of authenticity. Right there, that little silver sticker. That's the sticker of authenticity. So now I'll work on getting the Cloud out of the box. So, working on pulling the Cloud out. I'm really excited about this. I've been wanting to get a hold of this one for a while. I was on the waiting list in the Square Enix store, but the Square Enix store never got it back in when I was on the waiting list, and they eventually kicked it out. And it's not there no more. So, I was looking everywhere for it, and I found one on eBay, and it had listed up there. It said that it was basically taken out once to basically test the joints, and it was on display for a while. I'm thinking this is where it came from, the main Square Enix store. I'm thinking this is the one they had on display in the in a case when they was doing one of their Square Enix live shows. But there's the clamshell packaging and the Cloud and the Hardy Daytona. So we'll go ahead and we'll open up the clamshell packaging. Now I have version 2 Clouds. This one right here is the version 1 Cloud. I never had the version 1 Cloud. But you can see over there in my glass case, I got version 2 Cloud on the bike with Jesse. And up there, I got version 2 Cloud in the back behind Reno. Those are version 2s. This one is version 1. You can see he's got green eyes, which I don't know why they didn't do that on version 2. Because on version 2 they gave him solid blue eyes, but on this he's got the actual Mako green eyes, which I like. So we'll go ahead and we'll get this out. We'll go over the things first that this thing has to offer. So here are our hands that you get. Here's your bike hands. Right here, the bike hands. Relaxed hands. Fist hands, like sword gripping hands. And then another pair of sword gripping hands. And then, of course, this is the little pack that had Cloud in it. So we'll put Cloud right back there. Let me set this down a minute. Let me make some room. Oh. Let me set you down over here a minute. I gotta make some room to put some stuff. I'm gonna move the Hardy Daytona over here beside me, because first we're gonna take a look at the Cloud figure. Okay, let me get the Cloud. Okay, got the Cloud. So with the Cloud version 2, or not version 2, my bad, version 1, his hair, he didn't have enough hair in version 1 to make his bangs, but he still looks pretty good to me. He still looks like, you know, Cloud. And you can see the detail in his face. Articulation-wise, his head can look, you know, up and down. He can look side to side. Well, he can tilt his head side to side. He can look left, right. He has the ball joints, which are they? Yeah, they're made the same exact way, like right there. And it looks like we have a black splatter on his arm, which that's basically paint. So I'll show you a fix for that. Get you. What that is that's paint splatter. When they made the figure, they paint splattered it. So you get you a sharp blade, and then you just barely start going over it. And you see there? You just barely start going over it. And then you'll eventually scratch it off. So if you was wondering how to get rid of some black spots on your figures, if they come in with a paint splatter, there you go. Just take you a really sharp blade, be very delicate, and just scrape the paint splatter away. There we go. Still got a little tiny bit there, but we'll work on getting it off later. But the articulation-wise, you got rotation here. You got ratchets in the shoulder. You got ratchets in the elbows. You have ratchets in the wrist. You got rotation in the wrist. It's like that for both hands. This looks about like the same body that they used for version 2. You got the little shoulder joint here on the same joint that it is on version 2. You have a ball peg in the chest area, which mine's pretty tight, so I'm not going to fool with it. And then you got like ball pegs down here in the waist area. You have ratchets in the legs. You have a swivel right up in here in the legs. You have bends in the knees, and it can be double jointed. So yeah, double jointed knees. You have ratchets in the feet. You can turn the ball pegs to the side, but that one's not really wanting to do it, so I'm not going to force it. You have toe points in the toes. But yeah, he's pretty much exactly the same as version 2. The only difference between him and version 2 is the head sculpt. This one has the old version 1 head sculpt. That's the only difference between these versions. We're going to get in the stand, which we'll get in the stand here in a minute. I just gotta fix his feet. Turn that around. Grab the ball peg. Almost got you. There we go. Now he's standing. And then we'll go over his accessories. So I'm not going to take that out because it's stuck in there pretty good. But he's got the old Player's cast stand right there. He's got the old Player's cast stand right there. There's this thing that goes in his back to put his sword in. There's the old stand right there. I am going to get the blade out, so I'll work on getting that out. Let me just sit you over here. Now move this clamshell packaging. And I'll work on getting the blade out. Another difference too between this blade and the version 2 blade. This blade is a whole lot smaller than version 2's blade. This blade wasn't made to the exact scale. But there's version 1's blade. And you can see when I put the blade up to Cloud, the blade's too small. It's not wide enough and it's not long enough. But in version 2, the blade is massive. And then you can see here when I go to mount it on his back, you can see how small the blade is. It's not fat enough and it's not long enough. That's the only thing about it. That was the thing with version 1, because this is when they was first making them, and they didn't make the blade big enough. You can see the detail in the Buster Sword. It looks very good. Let me just focus you here. You can see there, it's got some good detail. But that's the only difference that they made. In the version 1 and version 2, he had a different head sculpt, and he had a smaller sword than what comes with version 2. I mean, to give you a good example, let me unhook this phone, take it off charge a minute. Let me take you over here to the glass case that has my version 2 of Cloud. And I'll try to zoom in and get you a good view. Okay. You can see there in the glass case, you see that big sword that's on Cloud's back? It goes all the way down to his feet. And then another good example, when I get... Let me move this stuff out of the way real fast. I'm trying to move a box out of my way of my path so I can walk over there. Okay. Let me grab my Cloud. Alright. Right here is Cloud and Jesse on the green bike, and you can see the big Buster Sword right there in his hand. When I get over here, Zack's legs are probably going to be in the way. Yeah. But you can see there, the Buster Sword is a whole lot bigger when it comes to the version 2 Cloud. And it's a whole lot fatter. You can see the thickness of that thing. Now I'll try to get a close-up of this one, right there. You can see the thickness of the Buster Sword. But you can see it comes all the way from his head all the way down to his feet. His feet are right there, and there's the sword. But that's the only difference in version 1 and version 2. So, now that you saw that, when I show you this again, we'll put it like he was in the case there holding it. You can see here. It comes almost to his ankle. And on the version 2, it comes all the way down to the bottom of his foot and touches the ground. And then the blade is super thick on version 2. Those are the two differences in version 1 Cloud versus version 2 Cloud. Now we'll go over the big time excitement thing that I'm pretty sure we're all excited for. And that's the Hardy Daytona. So let me work on finding a way to get the bike out. Alright, I got it. Let me move some things around here. Let me tilt you down here. Okay. Here is the Hardy Daytona. Let me zoom you out. Here's the Hardy Daytona bike. The wheels have some like rubber hard plastic substance. They can roll individually from one another. See, I'm only spinning this one and the other one's not moving. Or I can grab them both and spin them both. You have rotation in the wheel. The wheel can literally go like that and then go back. There are no working lights. The lights don't work. You can see all the detail in this bike. This thing is huge and it's heavy. You can see all that detail. And then right there's the light. I'll tilt you up here in a minute. Tilt you up. You can see there's the light, but the light does not light up. Look at the vent detail right here. The vents. And then here is the front of the Hardy Daytona. And its big old bumper guard. I mean, this thing is awesome. I can't believe I finally have this thing. The handlebars, right here, these will rotate, but these can also pull out. Because I've seen people, pull them out on YouTube. But I'm not going to do it because it's stuck right now. But these right here, this whole bar right here, this whole silver bar, it can rotate. Like this right here will rotate. And then this whole silver bar can rotate too. It'll be best to show you on this one over here. This whole silver bar right here, it can rotate a bit. You can see there. And then these will adjust. But these can come out in order to get Cloud's hand on them and then plug them back in. The main wheel itself, let's see here, can it turn? No, it's stiff right now. I'm trying to turn the handlebars, but no, from the looks of it, the handlebars won't turn. Another thing too, there's a secret function hidden in here. You just pull it up with your fingernail, and when you pull it up, you have a hidden speedometer. A whole lot of people don't know about that. But there's a hidden speedometer right there. And I'll try to see if we can get some detail on that speedometer. Let me focus you. That's the speedometer and what all's on the speedometer. Which I'm trying to see it myself. I can't understand what that says. Let me look here. I'm trying to get y'all some good detail. I think it's Japanese writing. It's hard to hold the bike steady. This thing's heavy. I think it's squares. Looks like squares. But anyway, yeah, there's a hidden speedometer. Just pop it back down. But the detail in this bike is amazing. I can't get over it. And then underneath, we have a big kickstand, which will do like that. And then, oh, that's heavy. We can set it down. Yeah, you can see there. And then here's cloud to the Hardy Daytona, which looks cool. Now I'm going to arrange some more stuff over here because I'll show you this right fast. Let me grab the motorcycle here. Okay, taking the motorcycle, and then over here is where I have my fin rear parked. You can see my fin rear right there. So let me set you down here right fast, and I'm going to adjust my hand to where this to where I can hold this bike the right way. Okay, got it. Okay, here's fin rear and how long fin rear is. Now when I set the Hardy Daytona beside the fin rear, and then I get you up here to try to show you, you can see Hardy Daytona and fin rear are close to the same longness. They're close to about the same size. I hope I'm getting it in camera. I can't see, it's so high. But you can see they're close to the same longness. Because I thought I could actually fit the Hardy Daytona in my glass case there. Not gonna happen, too long. So let me just set you down here. Tilt you back this way. And then I'll prop the kickstand back down. Okay. And then set her back down. Whew. Yeah, that bike is heavy. But it's really awesome finally having this bike. I wanted it for a long time. I wanted to get a hold of the version 1 Cloud with the Hardy Daytona, the first class edition. Just couldn't do it at the time, but I finally got it now. And decided to get it from eBay. And then, when you know it, it was a Square Enix seller. So what are the odds? You can see there you go. There's a good example of how big the sword is to the version 1 Cloud. You can see the sword's not... You know for a fact this Buster sword is supposed to be about the same height as Cloud. Not shorter than Cloud. I'll give you a good example. And another thing I'm going to show you too, on my birthday, I had a family member that made this for me on my birthday. So I got a Tears of the Kingdom mouse pad, which is cool. And then I also got a new game. So yeah, I had me a pretty good blessed birthday. And this is one of my late birthday presents that came in. But that's going to do it for this figure review of Cloud Strife and the Hardy Daytona First Class Edition. Just, you know, this didn't come with the game, but I do have the game. I bought it separately. I had the game for a while. Let me look in my bag right fast. There it is. There you go. There's the game. Didn't need to buy the one that, you know, has the game with it because I've already got the game. But anyway, that's going to do it for this figure review. And when I come back, we'll be going over Titanic. Tomorrow we'll be building some more Titanic. And we'll be building issue 31, which is the steam pipes to the first engine. And I'm still waiting on shipment 7 to come in the mail. The people accidentally took it the wrong direction, missent it, and now they're shipping it back my direction. So that caused a delay. But you all have a blessed one until the next video. And goodbye.